Hey, what's up, guys? It's the K-Pipe King. I'm a new moto vlogger, and gonna be doing a couple podcasts and a couple other things. Just trying to bring something different to the game. I am a new rider. I actually been riding for about 3 weeks now, maybe close to a month. I practiced on my own, then I took the 3 day beginners riders course, and I passed it, so I got my motorcycle endorsement on my license. So before we get into this review of the 2016 Kymco K-Pipe 125, I'm just going to tell you guys a little bit about myself and my background. Like I said, I'm a new rider. I've always thought about it, but finally I just pulled the trigger and bought the bike, took the course, and now I'm ready to go. I feel like I'm a pretty confident rider now in those 3 weeks. Yeah, I've been on the main roads, side roads. The Kymco K-Pipe is not fast enough to go on the highway, which we will talk about. But other than that, I've taken it everywhere, and I'm going to give my honest review, my opinion of the bike, and you guys can decide for yourself whether you want to pull the trigger and buy it or not. So first off, let's talk about the negatives, so we can get that out the way. The Kymco K-Pipe, it is a very, very underpowered motorcycle compared to its competition. The Grom and other 125s is really underpowered. I think it'll go about 60 max. And that's under perfect conditions, and depending on how much you weigh and all. It will keep up with traffic. It will get you there, but it's just going to take a little bit more time to accelerate. So that's probably the biggest drawback, I would say. Even though, if you can live with it, then you can live with it. I can. You can adjust to it. So that's one. Another maybe drawback, for me it's not, but I'm sure you guys have heard about the shifter problem, or not even problem. When Kymco introduced the K-Pipe, they had their overseas shift pattern on the bike, which initially, before the recall, it was neutral on top, then 4 down, which is really weird. And I think they even had a heel toe shifter. But all of that has changed. They fixed it for the most part. It's not perfect. It's still not standard, but it works, and it works very well. The way it is now, it's neutral on the bottom, then up 1, 2, 3, 4. And the beauty about this is that when you're actually going, when the bike is engaged, the throttle is engaged, you can't go into neutral. So no matter what, you can press down however many times you want, but it's going to stop at first gear, which is genius, because there's no reason to go into neutral unless the bike is stopped and you're moving it or something like that. But other than that, there's really no reason that I can think of. So that's the negative. So let's get to what I like about the bike. First off, just aesthetics. It's a beautiful bike. When you look at it, it's beautiful. You're going to get compliments. People are going to tell you, hey, I like your bike. It's going to attract some attention, which I like. I like the color scheme, even though I'm thinking of painting it. I got the black version, but I want to see a little bit more red. So stay tuned for that if you follow my channel. Let's see, what else can we talk about? It's a fully functioning bike. It has all of the functions of a regular motorcycle. One thing people always ask is about size, and it's bigger than the Grom. I'll say that, but it's not quite the size of a full sports bike or motorcycle. It's about I call it a cross between a moped and a motorcycle. It's about a medium size, and I say it's medium size because it's very skinny. You know what I'm saying? It's skinny and it's a naked bike, so it just don't have that size and weight of other bikes. I think it's about 260, which I know other bikes, 250s and 300s are what, 300 pounds and up. So it's a light bike. I mean, I'm about 5'8", weigh about 170. Pretty well built, and I feel like I can handle the bike. So it's smooth. I mean, it's well built. Kymco, they make scooters. They're one of the biggest manufacturers of scooters. So they have a lot of experience, and it's just, I mean, it's a well-built machine. It's not cheap parts. It's not, that cheap stuff from China. This is something that's going to last, and that's another thing that I like about it, is just the build quality. You can just tell that it's solid. Let's see, what else can I talk about? Riding in traffic. One thing about this bike, I think you can put this in a negative column. You have to shift it a lot. I think I'm going to give you guys a breakdown for me, what it's been. Pretty much up to like 18 miles per hour. You have to shift up to first gear. No, from first gear. First gear is only good for up to 18 miles per hour. Then you have to go to second gear. Second gear is only good up to about 28 miles per hour. Then third, 38 miles per hour. Then once you go into fourth, you can pretty much max out. I mean, you can go as fast as you want. But I found that that's pretty standard. So what this means is that you're going to be shifting a lot from, pretty much from second to third and occasionally fourth. I'm just depending on the speed limit. I mean, here, even going 35, most cars are going, 40, 41, 42. So you have to be able to keep up or, avoid being tailgated the whole way to your destination. So you're going to have to be going, at least 40 or the speed limit if it's 35. So that's one thing to keep in mind. You're going to have to shift a lot. And to be honest, before I started really riding it, I thought this was a huge problem. Because like I said, I'm a super newbie. But shifting is actually very, very easy. I mean, you can do it in seconds, And by the way, I don't want to get too far off course, but I'm going to be doing another kind of video podcast of my thoughts as a true newbie, the things I thought about, the things I did. So hopefully, and I can, help somebody out. But back to the K-Pipe. Like I said, beautiful bike, full functioning. It feels good, it rides good. Before I bought it, I looked up some reviews, and everybody agreed that they would buy it. I mean, it's for the cost, which I didn't mention cost, but it's only $2,000, brand new, and you can probably find it for a little less, just depending on which state you live. So for that price, you really can't beat it. I mean, if you look at its competitor, the Grom, I think it's $3,000. So for $1,000 less, you get something that's pretty much on the same level or better. Yeah, it's like one of those things that you just can't pass up. It's a deal that you can't pass up. So for me, it's a winner. I've even been searching around, and there's lots of aftermarket things for this bike. You have to do some searching, but it's definitely some stuff out there just to make it a little more cool or dope, however you want to say it, put it. But the bike as it is, I mean, it is dope. I love everything about it, and I would definitely recommend it. If I had to give it, out of 5 stars, I would probably give it 4 stars, a very strong 4 stars. So if you're thinking about it and you're a new rider, I would definitely encourage you to, go out and, just do it. Make the purchase. You won't regret it. If you already have a bike and you're thinking about getting something else, I mean, things could change a little bit, because it's a beginner bike, or a bike that you just want to have fun on. I don't think most people that have ridden already would want this as their main bike, but for a commuter bike and just, traveling in traffic, I mean not in traffic, but like downtown traffic, and just regular streets, it's like perfect. You know what I'm saying? Perfect for running errands and just having fun. It's a fun bike, has a fun feel to it, strong build, so I say go for it. So this has been, the review of the Kymco K-Pipe 2016 US version, and I am the K-Pipe King. Check out more videos to come, more podcasts, and moto vlog. So subscribe, like the video, comment, let me know what you think.